If happiness is the ultimate goal of life, then this should be the easiest decision you'll ever make. But for most people, it isn't. Imagine this. A machine has been invented. Not a machine that makes you rich. Not a machine that makes you famous. Not a machine that extends your life. Something far more powerful. This machine can give you the perfect life. Not someday. Not eventually. Immediately. The moment you step inside. Every dream you've ever had becomes real. Every goal you've ever chased is achieved. Every relationship becomes exactly what you hoped it would be. Every fear disappears. Every regret fades away. Every morning feels meaningful. Every night ends with satisfaction. You become the person you always wanted to be. The catch? None of it is real. At least, not in the way you think. Your body remains connected to a machine. Your experiences are simulated. Your victories are simulated. Your relationships are simulated. Your memories continue. Your emotions feel real. But the world around you exists only inside the machine, and once you enter, you never leave. Would you do it? Take a moment. Not the answer you think sounds wise. Not the answer you think philosophers would give. Your answer. Would you step inside? Many people immediately say yes, and honestly, why wouldn't they? Think about what most people spend their lives chasing: money, success, recognition, comfort, love, adventure, security, pleasure, meaning. The machine offers all of it. No waiting, no uncertainty, no failure, no heartbreak, no disappointment, no anxiety about tomorrow. Everything you've ever wanted, delivered perfectly. And that's what makes this question dangerous, because it doesn't sound ridiculous. It sounds tempting, maybe more tempting than we'd like to admit. Imagine the life waiting for you inside. You write the book you've always wanted to write. You build the company you've always dreamed of building. You travel the world. You fall in love. You raise a family. You become respected, admired, successful, happy. Or perhaps your dream is simpler. A quiet home, a peaceful life, good friends, a calm mind. The machine can create that too. Whatever happiness means to you, the machine can provide it. And here's the unsettling part. Once you're inside, you won't know it's fake. You won't wake up wondering if any of it is real. You won't suspect anything to you. It will simply be life. So what exactly are you giving up? If every emotion feels real, does it matter whether the experience is real? If the joy is real, does the source matter? If the love feels real, is it any less valuable? These questions troubled a philosopher named Robert Nozick. In 1974, he proposed this thought experiment for a reason. Not because he believed such a machine would exist, but because he wanted to challenge a very old assumption, an assumption many of us still carry today. The assumption that happiness is the highest goal of life, because if happiness is all that matters, then the decision should be easy. You should enter the machine immediately, without hesitation. And yet, many people don't. Many people feel something pulling them back, something difficult to explain, something deeper than logic. Maybe you've already felt it, even now. As attractive as the machine sounds, there may be a small voice inside you saying, no. But why? What exactly is wrong with a life filled with happiness? What are you protecting by staying outside? Truth, reality, authenticity, or something else entirely? And perhaps an even stranger question is waiting beneath all of them. When you imagine the perfect life, what is it that you're actually searching for? For the last few minutes, we've been talking about a machine that doesn't exist, a machine that offers perfect happiness, a machine that asks a simple question: would you enter? But perhaps we've been looking at the problem from the wrong direction. Because there is another question hidden inside it, a much stranger question, a much more uncomfortable one. What if you're already inside? Not literally, not connected to cables, not trapped inside a futuristic simulation. But think about it. What is the machine really offering? Pleasure, comfort, validation, success, love, recognition, endless desirable experiences. Now ask yourself something. How different is that from what most people spend their lives chasing? From childhood, we are taught to pursue certain things, work harder, earn more, become more attractive, become more successful, become more important, become more admired. And behind every goal, there seems to be the same promise. Happiness is waiting for you there. There. Just beyond your current situation. Just beyond your current income, your current relationship, your current achievement. Always somewhere ahead, never here. And so we spend years running toward it, sometimes decades. But something strange keeps happening. People achieve what they wanted and the happiness fades. The promotion, the new house, the expensive car, the recognition, the applause, the dream relationship. For a moment they feel complete, and then the feeling slips away. A new desire appears, a new target emerges, a new promise is made. The cycle begins again. The machine understands this perfectly, because the machine doesn't sell happiness, it sells desire fulfilled again and again and again. Perhaps that is why it is so tempting, because it speaks directly to a part of us that is never satisfied. A part of us that constantly says, just one more thing. One more achievement, one more success, one more experience, one more victory, one more proof that we matter. And yet, if all those things truly brought lasting happiness, why do we keep needing more? Why does satisfaction disappear so quickly? Why does fulfillment seem to have an expiration date? Perhaps because what we call happiness is often something else. Excitement, pleasure, stimulation, achievement, recognition. Valuable things, certainly, but unstable things. Things that depend on circumstances, things that can be gained and therefore, things that can be lost. Imagine entering the machine. You receive everything you've ever wanted, everything. How long before those experiences become normal? How long before extraordinary becomes ordinary? After all, even paradise eventually becomes familiar. And once familiarity arrives, what happens to happiness? This is where the thought experiment becomes deeper than it first appears, because perhaps the machine reveals something uncomfortable about human nature. Maybe we don't merely want pleasure. Maybe we don't merely want success. Maybe we don't merely want experiences. Maybe we are searching for something through those things. Something harder to describe, a sense of wholeness, a sense of peace, a sense that we are finally enough. And perhaps that is why the machine feels suspicious. Because deep down, we suspect that no experience, no matter how perfect, can permanently solve an inner restlessness. Not because the experience is fake, but because the thing we're searching for may not exist inside experiences at all. And if that's true, then the machine may be incapable of delivering the one thing we actually want. Which brings us to an even more unsettling possibility. Perhaps the real question was never, would you enter the machine? Perhaps the real question is, what are you hoping the machine will give you? And if you found it, would you finally be at peace? Suppose the machine works exactly as promised. No glitches, no mistakes, no hidden suffering, no unexpected consequences. The happiness is real. At least it feels real. The love is real. The joy is real. The fulfillment is real. Every experience feels exactly as authentic as any experience outside the machine. And yet, you are given a choice. Stay in reality, or enter the machine forever? At first, this seems like a question about technology, but it isn't. It is a question about values, about what matters more. Because eventually, every answer leads to the same conflict. What happens when happiness and truth become enemies? Imagine discovering that your entire life is a simulation. Your family, your friends, your achievements, your memories, everything. And imagine something even stranger. Imagine discovering that despite all of it, you were genuinely happy. Would you unplug? Many people immediately say yes, of course they would. Truth matters. Reality matters. Authenticity matters. But think carefully. Why? If the love felt real, why abandon it? If the happiness felt real, why reject it? If the relationships felt real, why destroy them? And if you would leave, what exactly are you choosing? Truth or suffering? Reality or happiness? This is where the thought experiment becomes dangerous, because there is no comfortable answer. If you choose the machine, you risk reducing life to pleasant experiences. If you choose reality, you risk admitting that something matters more than happiness. But what? Perhaps it is meaning, perhaps it is growth, perhaps it is freedom, or perhaps it is something even harder to describe. Consider the moments that have shaped your life, not merely the happiest moments. The painful ones, the confusing ones, the moments of loss, the moments of uncertainty, the moments that forced you to confront yourself. Many of them were not pleasant, and yet they changed you. They revealed something. They taught something. They deepened something. A machine can generate experiences, but can it generate wisdom? Can it generate understanding? Can it generate awakening? Or are those things born only through encountering reality as it truly is? And perhaps that leads us to the deepest question of all. What if happiness is not the destination? What if happiness was never the destination? What if it was only a signal, a reflection, a byproduct of something deeper? After all, many people spend their entire lives chasing happiness, and yet remain restless. They acquire more, achieve more, experience more, consume more, and still feel something missing. Why? Perhaps because what they truly seek cannot be possessed, cannot be purchased, cannot be programmed, cannot be simulated. Not by a machine, not by success, not by approval, not by endless pleasure. Perhaps what they seek is not another experience, but a different relationship with experience itself. A kind of peace that does not depend on circumstances. A kind of contentment that survives success and failure alike. A kind of stillness that remains even when life refuses to go according to plan. And if such a thing exists, then perhaps the machine can never offer it. Because the machine can give you everything you want, but it cannot tell you whether what you want is what you're truly looking for. So we arrive where we began. A machine stands before you. Inside it waits the happiest life you could possibly imagine. Outside it waits reality, with all its beauty, its uncertainty, its pain, its wonder, its truth. And now the question is yours. Would you choose a beautiful illusion or an imperfect reality? And if happiness and truth become enemies, which one should survive?